We are going to study about question tags in this lesson. A question tag can be used in a conversation to confirm a statement made by someone. After a statement is written, you normally see a question tag following it in order to obtain a confirmation. The question tag normally consists of an auxiliary verb and a pronoun. Let's take a closer look at how we can construct a question tag. The question tag, as we said earlier, must have an auxiliary verb, and the auxiliary verb must be written in the opposite of its form in the original statement. We then add the pronoun of the subject used in the sentence. An auxiliary verb could be anything like the words be, have, do, can, must, shall, should, will, would. As we learned earlier, a pronoun is a word that is used to replace a noun in a sentence, and it could be anything from I, you in the singular, he, she, or it, we, you in the plural, or they. We will now take a look at a few examples later, but before, let's take note of this. A statement written in the positive form must be met with a negative question tag, and a statement written in negative form must be met with a positive question tag. Let us now look at our examples. We have a positive statement like John is going to the stadium. As we said earlier, we need to match a positive statement with a negative question tag. The question tag is highlighted in yellow as isn't he? You can see that the verb is, which is the auxiliary verb in the sentence, has been transformed into a negative form. That is not, which has been shortened into the word isn't. Also, you can see that instead of the proper noun John, we have used the pronoun he to replace John. This is very easy, right? In the second example, we have he broke the plate. This is a positive statement. You can see here that there is no clear auxiliary verb, so we borrow one in the form of did and then transform it into didn't. We then add the pronoun which has already been provided in this positive statement. Keep in mind that anytime we write a question tag, we need to add a question mark at the end. In the last example we are vacating next month. The word are is the auxiliary verb in this positive statement. Therefore, in writing the question tag, we need to transform are into its negative form, that is, aren't. Also, in our original statement, we have already been provided with a pronoun to use. Therefore, we simply add it to the word aren't. So our final question tag becomes aren't we? Let us now move on to some examples involving negative statements. In the first example, we have David won't call back. You can see that the auxiliary verb will has a negative word not beside it. This makes the statement negative, therefore our question tag must be written in a positive form. So our question tag becomes will he? You can also see the pronoun he has been used to replace the subject David. Let's look at the second example. You did not go to school. You can see here once again that the auxiliary verb did has the word not beside it. This makes the statement negative. Therefore, we require a positive question tag. We just need to write the positive form of the word did not, and then we add the pronoun of the subject that has already been provided in the original statement. So our question tag becomes did you? We take a look at the last sentence which reads, Mary and Alice should not perform tonight. You can see that once again the original statement is written in a negative form because the auxiliary verb should has the word not beside it. Therefore, we need to write the positive auxiliary verb and follow it with the appropriate pronoun. Since Mary and Alice is in third person plural, we use the pronoun they as part of the question tag. This means our question tag will become should they. Question tags are meant to obtain confirmations. Therefore, when someone uses a question tag, a response is expected. Let's follow this conversation between three friends. The first person says, "This is a lovely dress." The other two do not respond. However, the first person goes on to ask for confirmation by saying, "Isn't it?" Then the second girl responds in the affirmative, "Yes, it is." However, the third girl responds in a negative by saying, "No, it isn't." You can see here that anytime a question tag is used, one can expect either a positive or a negative response from another person. Let's look at a few examples of how to respond to question tags. In the first example, we have positive statement that reads, "John is going to the stadium." This is a positive statement. And so we have a negative question tag as, "Isn't he?" The response that could come could be yes, he is, or no, he isn't. In the second example, we have, "He broke the plate," which is a positive statement. Our question tag that follows is, "Didn't he?" Also, we could respond with either "No, he didn't," or "Yes, he did." Let's look at the last one. Dinah is the school prefect. This is also a positive statement. Therefore, we need to add a negative question tag as, "Isn't she?" Our response may be, "Yes, she is," or "No, she isn't." However, sometimes we can use a different subject name in our response. For example, we can say, "No, Mary is." Can you form your own question tags when giving a positive or a negative statement? Keep practicing. Bye.